So for page 2, we're going to actually get into some theoretical probability, and these questions are fairly indicative of the types of problems you'll see on homework. Nothing too crazy, nothing too off the beaten path, pretty straightforward stuff involving some theoretical probability, not anything that you probably haven't really seen before. So starting off, we've got a bag of marbles. There's 7 red, 2 blue, and 9 green. What's the probability of choosing a blue marble? First thing we want to know is how many do we have all together. We have 7, 2, and 9 marbles. So we're going to end up with, let's see, 7 and 2 is 9 and 9 is 18 total. Then the probability of choosing a blue marble, there's 2 blue marbles, so that's going to be 2 out of 18, or 1/9. Okay. So the probability is 1 out of 9 that we would choose a blue marble from that. Number 4, determine probability the spinner lands on white. Well, there is, we're going to assume these are even, and that all of these are these sections are made fairly, and so 1 out of the 4 is white, so that probability is 1/4. Okay, straightforward. Number 5, a fair die is rolled. A fair die for us is going to be 6 sides, although there are others, other different types of die. I know we've seen those, but for us it's going to be 6 sides. What's the probability of rolling a 3 or a 6? So this is a new wrinkle. Okay, what if we roll a 3 or a 6? Okay, now there's all sorts of different types of probabilities involving the word and or. And we went through logic and set theory where we've talked about the differences in and or, and we know those things have to be paid attention to. These are, and that gets off into some things called conditional probability and so on. But for us, this is just a simple, straightforward theoretical probability problem. It just asks, what's the probability of rolling a 3 or a 6? Well, on this fair 6-sided die, we're going to assume that those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the 3 and the 6. The probability of doing one of those things is 2 out of 6, or 1/3. So we could assume then that 1/3 of the time we're going to land on a 3 or a 6. Okay. Don't let the word "or" here in our context for this probability lesson mess with you too much. Okay. Number 6, a fair die is rolled. What's the probability of rolling an odd number or a number less than 3? Again, maybe we want to list these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to look for odd numbers. There's 5, 3, and 1 necessarily. And then a number that's less than 3. So that puts us there. Okay, so we've already counted 1. So there are 4 numbers that are either odd or less than 3 out of the 6, or 2/3. So 2/3 of the time we could expect to roll an odd number or a number less than 3. Lastly, this is throwing in the word not, and again we've seen not used to our frustration in the past, with especially in our logic. But for here, it's not really going to mess with us. Again, write out the different possibilities if you need to, and don't let this mar you down too much. The good news about theoretical probability is that this is theory that's pretty surface level type theory stuff, so it's fairly accessible. So number 7, the bag contains 8 red marbles, 2 blue, and 1 green. What's the probability of choosing a marble that is not blue? So total, we have 8. 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11 total. Now the probability of drawing or choosing a ball or a marble, it's not blue. There's 1 green, 8 red. So that's 9 out of the 11 are not blue. So we could assume that 9 out of 11 times we would not pull a blue one.